E aí pessoal, beleza? Fernando Rodrigo aqui na área, novamente trazendo mais um joguinho, galera. Dessa vez a gente vai jogar esse Hitchhiker, algo parecido. Esse jogo a gente vai pegar umas caronas e descobrir um pouco sobre a nossa história do passado. Eu instalei ele aqui agora e não sei, nunca joguei. Vamos começar um novo jogo aqui. Califórnia, licença de motorista. Nosso nome é Woodson Verme. Ô louco, Verme Woodson. Queria agradecer a presença de todos, sempre que estão aí no canal, deixando um like, um comentário, obrigado. Sejam bem-vindos aos novos. E obrigado, muito obrigado mesmo. Os gráficos você vê que é um gráfico bem estilo desenho assim, né? Será que eu deixei legenda? Acho que sim. Não sei se essa palavra é em inglês. Parece muito não. Ok. Olhar ao redor, cancelar e interagir. É bem simples. Mochila, abrir. Beleza. Tabaco de mascar. Bison. Ok. Cara das passas. Tá, o jogo começa assim. Chamado de pato. Ah, tá chamado de pato.
So, where are you headed?
Onde você está indo? Encolher os ombros e ignorar a pergunta. Não sei, cara.
Not the talkative type, eh?
Eu até gostaria de falar, mas você não
That's
vai me
okay.
escutar.
Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk.
Ok.
Want a raisin?
Quero uma passa?
They're from my farm.
Ah, claro, valeu. É claro que alguém planta isso, né, cara? Ou ser um bestão e falar disso, né? Ô, louco! O que tinha nessa passa? Você não parece bem? Ei, mas o cara me drogou.
Don't agree with you yet.
Ah,
Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth.
é.
You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real?
A realidade não é real. Sim, por favor, me ilumine. Sarcástico. Sim, por favor, me ilumine.
Raisins and grapes, man. They're the same thing, but they taste disgusting when eaten together. Obvious bug in the program there, right?
Que programa, velho? O cara é desses aí que é.
Memory is a slippery thing. Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later, assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself, sitting in this car, talking to me like we are right now. But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one? Or this one?
Oh, this one.
Or this one?
Oh, this one.
We think we remember how people really were, how our lives together really were. But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air. Just grabbing another raisin out of the box.
De quem você está tentando lembrar? Qual é o seu lance com as pessoas? De quem eu tô
My
tentando?
wife. She's dead now,
Foi mal,
but you
cara.
probably guessed that.
Sinto muito pela sua perda.
Thanks, but you don't look like you're doing so well yourself.
O que te faz
Takes
achar
one to
isso?
know one, right?
O sujo reconhece o mal lavado.
I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They
Highway.
usually stand on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air.
A gente já se conheceu antes? Você acha que eu tô de luto pelo quê? A gente já se conheceu antes.
No, I don't know you. Just know the type.
Então, o que você lembra dela?
My wife? If I'm totally honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like. Remember everything about her. Just not her face.
Ô louco, que tristeza.
Some people have faces that are easy to remember. Doesn't seem fair.
Eu percebi isso já. Mesmo assim, acho que você deveria se lembrar da sua própria esposa. Cara, não vou falar isso pra ele, né, mano? Mal conheço o cara.
It's not as easy as people think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now. What color are my eyes?
Ah, vou saber, mano. Castanho, velho.
Nope. Well, like I said when I picked you up, some people are just waiting until it's their turn to talk.
Não dá pra ver, mano. Como que eu vou olhar?
Hey, kid. Do me a favor and crack the window, would you?
Caixa de fósforo inspecionar. Help. Ajuda.
What you got there?
É só uma caixa de fósforos. Esconder o nome. Uma caixa de fósforo com o número de telefone.
Just a matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important. Because the window is still closed. That's better. Now, where were we?
Você pega muitos caroneiros? Pra onde a gente vai mesmo?
Not much profit in talking geography with someone who doesn't know where he's going or where he's from. But if you want to know, the trunk of this car is full of 4 bushels of raisins that I'm driving to my brother's place in Intercourse.
Intercourse.
Is that enough info for you, Copernicus?
Copérnico. Pera aí. Intercourse? Que é isso?
Yep.
Pennsylvania.
Intercourse, Pennsylvania. You're not going to believe this, but my other brother lives in Lampshade, Texas. I once picked up a guy who'd been to the Czech Republic. They've got some really weirdly named places over there, he was telling me. One place that means young celebrator of pain. The thing is, some of these places are 700 years old. I guess they didn't really know how to name places back then.
Esse cara fala pra caramba, rapaz. Então,
You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread. Challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah
Okay, now.
bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread.
Chata
In
de
hell
corvo,
they have
cara.
a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread.
Que música chiclete. Que música. Oxi. Se é uma música que eles
Actually,
inventaram, como
I'm
que tá
beginning to
tocando no rádio?
understand my parents' perspective. Getting older is funny. It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better.
Isso é bem profundo, parece mais ou menos uma bênção. Uma bênção.
Thanks. I got it from an app. It's this app with philosophical sayings. My wife got it for me, to make me sound smarter. She had a way with words.
Parece que vocês eram uma boa equipe. Ela trabalhava na fazenda com você? Boa equipe.
Yeah, well, that all sort of depends on which raisin you take out of the box, right? How you spin it. We were married for 37 years.
37 anos de
People
casado.
used to ask us how we managed, being married and all, working off the side of the road together,
Trailerzinho.
sharing a little trailer. The truth is, nobody knows if they're happily married. All they know is that it's the thing they've been doing every day for the last 37 years.
Eu achei que esse era o propósito de ser casado. Saber com certeza. Ela também trabalhava na fazenda.
It's not that simple, Copernicus.
Copérnico.
Life has a way of chipping away at that certainty. It'd be easier if you had a number assigned to you, a number from 1 to 100, printed on both your foreheads where you could always see it. It would arrive in the mail every year, right after you file taxes. Oh, we're a 71. That couple down the street, the Rosens, they're an 82 this year. Oh, I guess they have it a bit better than us. Some way of knowing.
Então, no momento congelado dela tá na sua memória? Ah, então que momento congelado tá na sua memória?
There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Você se importa se eu olhar?
Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine. But help yourself.
Ok. Olhar foto.
Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you.
Ué? Como assim? O que você está fazendo no seu carro? Ué?
I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he... Who gave this to you?
É o seu porta-malas, não meu.
Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it.
Oxi. Que estranho, velho. O que você acha... Quem você acha que é a mulher?
What woman?
A mulher da foto, mano.
Well, oh, her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
Como assim não se portaria muito com ela, cara? Almanac, cara. The Farmers, as farmácias. Almanac de 1954.
What's that black thing in the glove box anyway?
Binóculos. Oxi.
See anything interesting there?
Bem, tem moinho de vento.
A windmill, eh?
O que é esse lugar?
No idea.
Cara, que doideira, mano. Toque no motorista para continuar a conversa. Pera aí. Foto. Olha, não tem nada aqui atrás, cara. A gente escovou os dentes. Almanac inspecionar. Esse cara é meio estranho, hein?
Say, wanna hear a joke?
Ah, claro.
Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? he couldn't get a date.
Não entendi, velho.
Hey, that reminds me. It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite.
Ah, lá vai ligar o rádio de novo.
I once knew the hostess.
Darlene.
She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle Hour. Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see. Very good. Here's our next one. A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound. Very good.
I don't know why I listen to this every day. Damn questions are rigged. I never get them.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey!
Having fun? Want to keep going?
Ué, o rádio tá falando com a gente? Que loucura, cara. Eu quero tentar resolver outra charada.
Great. Here's another one. Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once was red. What am I?
Oxente. A gente não consegue, né, ver a charada novamente.
Need some help?
Eu gostaria de uma dica. Você pode repetir a charada?
Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once was red.
Que? Como assim, velho?
Need some help?
Você pode repetir a charada?
Take one out.
Me tire da minha casa e arraste minha cabeça.
I am now
Eu era
black,
vermelha,
but
mas
once was
preta
red.
me tornei. O problema é que não tem nada pra interagir aqui, cara. A Maia é extremamente difícil. Perceber que perceber que tá na vida de outra pessoa é real. Uma coisa assim. Uma passa não é, cara. Rádio? Não, né? Abrir mochila. Fechar porta-malas. Cadê o zíper aqui? Tinha um negócio de zíper aqui, mano. Acho que não é não, né? Pedi uma dica, velho. Porque...
Need some help? Check your backpacks, friends.
Ah,
The
fala
answer
sério.
could be hiding inside.
Ah, mas eu tinha visto aqui, mano, no fósforo.
Well done. Okay, here's a tough one. I have 4 wings but cannot fly. I never laugh and never cry. On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound. What am I? Need some help?
Need some help. Pode repetir? Tenho 4 asas, mas voar não consigo.
I never laugh.
Sem sorrir, sem chorar, é assim que eu prossigo.
On the same spot,
Sempre no
I'm
mesmo
always
lugar,
found,
trabalhando sem soltar um
toiling
ar.
away with little sound.
Tenho 4 asas, mas não sei voar. Inspecionar, cutucar. 4 asas, cara? O que seria 4 asas, mano? Deixa eu abrir essa janela aqui, cara. O que tem 4 asas, cara? Na verdade não deve ser asas, né? Porta-luvas, olhar, adivinhar.
All right, here's our last riddle. He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene. Damn it, Darlene.
Ó, o cara tá
I should've
mentindo.
tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since.
Você está mentindo sobre o que, mano? Fala aí.
Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see.
Ô, louco!
She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
Como você mudou a foto? O que tá acontecendo aqui?
Things like that happen all the time on this highway.
Ô,
It's
louco!
nothing to lose your
Que
squishy over.
negócio doido. Você fez alguma coisa com ela, não fez? Liga o rádio de novo, eu quero falar com Darlene.
Riddle hour has now ended. I've helped you all I can this time.
Fernando
So long, Copernicus.
Copérnico.
Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend, but I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you.
Oxi. Quem mandou pra me proteger? Me proteger de quem?
From yourself.
Ô, louco.
You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you.
O que você quer dizer com isso,
You
velho?
picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything.
Pra não sentir o quê?
Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt.
Por que eu deveria acreditar em você?
Look, I admit I lied, but only about one thing.
Você não é um fazendeiro. Sua esposa não morreu, a gente já se conhecia, você colocou aquela foto no porta-malas. Caraca, eu acho que é a esposa, né, mano?
Nope, she's dead all right. That's no lie. Now, why would anybody bother to lie about that?
A gente já se conhecia.
Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact.
Ok, vamos começar do começo.
Sure. You showed up at my trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Doideira. Ela tava comigo? Por que não foi sincero comigo desde o começo? Perguntar sobre a
Woman in the
mulher.
photo? No, I didn't actually meet her. I just know what you told me about her. She was backpacking around Europe without you. And you? you weren't taking it so well.
Por que você mentiu pra mim? Como você sabe tudo isso sobre mim?
Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road.
É maluco. Então, sobre o que mais você está sendo honesto? Não está sendo honesto. Por que eu deveria ter medo da verdade?
Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's a bartender? Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all. I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, when she got the x-rays, when she knew, she decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the x-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious.
Aqui no porta-malas,
Stayed closed until today, till you came along.
Você está cometendo um erro trancando seus sentimentos desse jeito. Eu não preciso que ninguém me proteja das minhas próprias memórias. Cara.
That's what you liked about me when we met, when you came to take those photos.
Cadê as
You
fotos?
said you admired my fortitude. I had
Tenacidade.
to look up at least one of those words in the dictionary. Turns out that you just meant my not feeling every little thing that's gone wrong with me. Well, that's life as a raisin farmer. We're not known for live casting our power ballads. Each raisin is a little setback that you've learned to live with. You don't dwell on it or try too hard to remember.
Então é disso que você está me protegendo, da decepção?
I wish it was that simple, kid.
O que quer dizer? O que mais então?
Hey, Chief, why don't you have a look here?
Oxe, tem alguém aqui atrás.
He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. I guess he's part of what you're running from.
Virar pra trás. Ué? Como ela sumiu do banco de trás?
Not sure. You can't see him directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures.
O que tá acontecendo, velho? Que doideira.
Well, we haven't talked yet about the second time we met.
Me conta da segunda vez então.
That's the thing. It's a little hard to explain. Better if I just take you there.
Tá falando sério? Me levar aonde? Podia ser a mesma resposta, né?
It's just a quick detour. We'll be there in a minute. But close the window. You don't want to have it open where we're headed.
A musiquinha. Olha os corvos. Esse cara parece que tá dormindo no volante, mano. Caraca, já escureceu, mano. Argus Venetos. Cara, onde a gente tá indo, maluco? Ixi.
A man travels along a road until he reaches a gate at the top of a hill. The road has been long and straight so far, and the going has been easy. But now the man can't go any further, so he takes a seat by the road to rest. The man waits, and after a length of time that seems neither short nor long, the gate opens, and a guard appears.
Pedi ao guarda para entrar.
The man asks the guard for entry, but the guard says, he cannot let him enter at the moment. The man thinks for a second and asks if he will be allowed through later. It is possible, says the guard, but not now.
But not now. Olhar pelo portão.
The gate now stands slightly open, and the man tries to look through it longingly. His journey has been easy so far, and he misses the feeling of the open road. The guard notices and laughs. Even if you could gain entry, there are many gatekeepers after me. Some are much stronger than me, and I'm afraid to look upon them.
Caraca.
So there the man waits, for days, months, years, waiting to enter. One day, when he's given up hope of entering, a single question occurs to him, one he has not thought of before. Why, he wonders aloud, are there no other travelers along this road? All these years, no one but myself has waited in front of this gate. The answer to this question comes from a voice near his shoulder. It is you who made this gate, says a bird perched nearby.
Ô, louco.
So it exists for no one but you. But why? Asks the traveler. Why would I choose to stop here? The bird answers after hungrily eating a crust of bread from the man's hand. After this point, the road becomes less straight. It splinters like the tree in which I live, splitting into dozens, hundreds of branches. The path becomes impossibly narrow and frail, and crowded with the view of other paths one could have taken. There's only one point ahead on the road where all paths converge, where all points join, where the light shines through skin and through lies. But it's never been reached by one of your kind, a traveler who walks on feet.
Cara, bem profundo, né, cara?
Shoo! Cries the guard, chasing the bird away. Don't listen to his nonsense. Having said this, he takes a seat next to the traveler, but not before closing the gate.
Forever.
So when you think about it, who knows how long we've been sitting here, just like this, on this road. Take it from me. It's better to face things with, what's it called again? Fortitude. Better not to feel too much.
Cara, que profundo, cara.
Want a raisin?
No.
You sure? You just need to get used to them. Life is like a box of raisins. That's some Forrest Gump type wisdom for you right there. Here, I'll leave the box open for you. Help yourself.
Vai ficar loucão da vida. Eita. Oxi. Tá com essa porta aqui. Cadê a janela? Abrir a janela, tá fechada já,
Look.
né?
Hooded crows
Gralhas.
all along this road. I have to chase these for my farm every harvest. They look hungry. Didn't get much peck out of this last harvest.
Tá aí, o que eu tenho que fazer, maluco? Tabaco. Elas parecem famintas. Alimente as gralhas. Com o que, maluco? Jogar pela janela.
You don't want to do that, kid. These birds are unpredictable. There's no telling what they'll do once they start swarming. Get enough of these crows together and it's big trouble.
A big trouble. Tô nem aí. Jogar pela janela.
You're making a mistake, kid. You don't know where they're taking you. Look, I'll help you. I'll help you figure out what happened when she came back from Europe.
Sem chance, você tá decidido a me enganar. Ok.
Great. Who? We'll get to that in a sec.
Ué,
Let
namorada
me
dele?
ask you something first. Did she pack an umbrella with her on her trip to Europe?
Eu não faço ideia, maluco.
Traveler's checks or cash? If I am, it's for your own good. Want to hear a joke? Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? Yep, good one, right? You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this.
Você já me contou isso.
Yep. Good one, right? We're starting to see the same scenery over and over again. Have you noticed?
Cara. Vou tacar esses negócios aqui pra
Now
mim.
you've done it. They've taken control of the car.
Oxi, pra onde eles estão levando a gente? Como o cara toma o controle do carro?
I don't know, Copernicus. Why don't you ask them?
Aí, onde a gente tá agora?
We're at my farm, Copernicus. I had a funny feeling the moment you looked through those binoculars. Well, they're pulling us around in circles. They're afraid of the scarecrows I put up here last summer. They want to take you, I suppose, to that windmill in the middle.
Gire os espantalhos para afastar as gralhas. Não tô entendendo o que tem que fazer aqui, velho.
You need to rotate the scarecrows. See if you can find something in this car that might do the trick.
Ah, entendi. Entendi não.
That's it, kid. Now, more of the same.
Pera aí, o que eu tenho que fazer aqui, mano? Já foi 2. Eu acho, né? 3. Ah, não, quase.
Almost there.
Aí, só mais um.
That's it, kid.
Aí. Oxi, o retrovisor é uma
I think it's
impressora?
for you.
O que é isso,
They
mano?
have a way of leaving gifts once you've fed them. Often something shiny or a piece of string.
As gralhas, elas estão me ajudando a lembrar.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. It's practically a cliche. Going to Europe to have new experiences, and yeah, it's corny, but maybe find myself.
I guess I'm just worried that you'll find yourself but lose me along the way.
I'll be back before you know it. Promise. Here's a security deposit.
What a weird box. Did you win this at the circus?
It's great, right? I'll send you something special from Europe to put inside, so you know I'm thinking of you. And then we have our road trip together when I get back. You won't miss me anyway. You have plenty to keep you busy, like that job in California. The story about the
vanishing grape farmers. You're right. I'm worrying too much. I love it. Does it lock?
In some other world, it must, but not here. Okay, trade you a memory box for your Polaroid. Say cheese.
Cheese! Ah, foi o momento que a gente tirou a foto. Legal. Cara, e agora, maluco?
Well, now that you know how it started, it doesn't make the next step any easier, does it?
Eu só sei que a mulher da foto está em perigo e eu preciso encontrá-la. Eu preciso descobrir o que apagou minhas memórias e o que aconteceu comigo.
Listen, I disapprove of just about every choice you've made on this trip. But I like you, kid, and I can see you've made up your mind. If you want to find your girlfriend, if you want to find out what happened, if you really want to go there, you've got to find that box.
Certo, mas como? Ela pode estar em qualquer lugar.
I don't know, kid. But find that box and the key. Open the box before it's too late. Well, this is where I say goodbye. Unless you want to help transport 4 bushels across. Nah. Just remember, there are many more gates ahead and many more guards. I'm pretty much the friendly drunken uncle of the bunch. Well, good luck to you, kid. Oh, one more thing.
Ok.
What did the grape say when he got run over by the car? Nothing. He just gave a little whine.
Beleza,
Good
cara.
luck with your search.
Obrigado. Que loucura esse jogo, velho. Mas até que a história tá interessante. O tiozinho vai embora, não mostra nada. Pra onde a gente tá indo? Ah, legal. São 2 caronas, 3, 4, 5 caronas pelo jeito. Bem, pessoal, vou ficar com essa gameplay por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham curtido. Um grande abraço, se cuidem, até mais, fui!